Hey everyone, today I've got your Gods of Egypt movie review. When Egyptian gods living amongst mortals, one is sure to go bad. But how can this one evil god be stopped? And how can the hero of this story save the woman that he loves? As far as the story goes, this movie is directed by Alex Proyas, who directed I, Robot and The Crow, and he's taking this movie all the way to ancient Egypt, or at least what could be considered an unrealistic imagining of that time period. And it's blatant that it doesn't look exactly how maybe historians would have pictured ancient Egypt to be, and there's just so much going on. Mankind is hanging in the balance when an unstoppable god decides to take over Egypt. I felt like the plot was a simple one, though I think that could technically be considered a problem because it was just a 2 hour long snooze fest, and I feel like at times it was fast paced. It was supposed to be all about the adventure and in a fantasy, but I didn't find this movie to be that fantastic. And for me, being a fan of ancient Egypt, I had a lot of expectations going into seeing this movie. Now, I wasn't exactly going to talk about this to an extent, but I was originally concerned about the whole whitewashing ordeal, though I feel like I just completely ignored it while watching the movie because I wanted to judge it as a movie and not because of certain issues that were being brought up before this movie came out last month. I was a bit let down by the overall concept of the storyline because, it felt like your average epic movie. Hercules. As far as the casting goes, you've got Brenton Thwaites, who plays Beck, who's this, average Joe who is trying to save the woman that he loves. So he goes on this adventure to meet up with this one god who is played by Nikolai Coster-Waldau, who plays Horus, and he is so hot. There are some hot scenes with him in this movie, but I just feel like as far as his acting went in this movie, it wasn't that impressive, and it really wasn't anything special, though I feel like him being eye candy to me was a plus, but that's pretty much it on that. You've got the big bad of this movie, or at least one of the big bads of this movie, Gerard Butler, who plays Set, though I was really annoyed at the fact that maybe he couldn't quite get his accent down, and I was hoping to see a little bit more of a King Leonidas persona, even though he kind of was throwing out there the anger issues and just being really mad and badass with the sword. But once again, that was just it on that. You've got the other eye candy of the movie, played by Elodie Young, who plays this snake charmer goddess person. She didn't really do much to the movie except look hot in that bikini outfit. Princess Leia did it better. You've got Chadwick Boseman, who doesn't really have much of a role, but at least he did a decent job. And you've also got Geoffrey Rush, who plays the sun god Ra. The things that I liked. Oh, wait. I didn't like anything about this movie. Sorry. The things that I didn't really like about this movie, there was just a lot of unnecessary comedy, and I felt like the dialogue did not fit with the tone of the movie and what the atmosphere was. So I just was really turned off by that. And then you've got the CGI overload, which basically reminded me of, sorry to say, the Hobbit movies. And I loved those movies, and in this movie, it just did not look good to me. No wonder this movie didn't make back its budget because of the crap that was shown on the screen. And then you've got this creature somewhat at the end of the movie that, some of the gods had to fight, and it looked like something out of that Green Lantern movie. I just don't see any type of originality at all in this movie. Don't even get me started on those scarab chariots. Yeah, for real. Overall, I would say that Gods of Egypt just did not impress me. I feel like it is one of the worst movies of this year, and I was almost hesitant on seeing it first, but now I'm kind of glad I did, so I don't ever have to see it again. I would not recommend seeing this movie whatsoever. I feel like you'll be disappointed by it. Don't bother. So I would give this 0 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Gods of Egypt. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.